Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome to Let's Talk Theory, the show where we analyze some ideas and hypotheses on our favorite subjects. I'm your host Zelrix, and today we're gonna theorize about the most mysterious character Star Wars has to offer, Master Yoda. Before we begin, just know that this episode is going to spoil the Mandalorian TV show at least until episode 2, so be sure to be caught up. Also, we're going to take elements from both the old canon and the current canon. Why? Because the Star Wars canon might be one of the most frustrating things to analyze of all time, and I'm not a sadomasochist. Now that this is out of the way, let's talk theory. It's been almost 40 years now since Empire Strikes Back struck theater, pun intended. In those 4 decades or so, little has been known about Yoda species. That's because our super nice friend George Lucas decided that he did not want to reveal too much about this race. That makes me think that there is something big, a big secret beyond Yoda's race. What if, and hear me out on this, what if Yoda was a Jedi? No. I mean, what if, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, the Jedis were not an order of space knight, but a species affiliated with the light side of the Force? What if Yoda's race was named the race of Jedis? This is a pretty well-known theory in the internet, but I think I might have found some evidence in the legend and canon. First of all, the Sith used to be a race of aliens, so why not the Jedi? If you remember correctly, the Chosen One was supposed to bring balance to the Force. The Force always needed balance. It's hard to believe that a race affiliated with the dark side, such as the Sith, might exist while no species is affiliated with the light side. As a matter of fact, canon or not, every single member of Yoda's race we know about, except that baby from the Mandalorian of course, was a Jedi, which makes them probably the most light side affiliated race in the entire Star Wars universe. The Sith were said to be a proud and violent species, while Yoda is known to be humble and spent years without even touching his lightsaber. It's a strict opposite. Also, that baby is 50 years old. You know what happened 50 years ago in the Star Wars universe? Of course you know, Anakin Skywalker was born. If Anakin was created by the dark side, maybe this date of birth is a clue to prove that this baby represents a strong connection to the light side of the Force, to the Jedi Order, and to the Jedi as a race. Even physically, the Sith were red-skinned, tall people, while Yoda is a little green thingy. For those who did not know, red and green are two opposite colors on the chromatic wheels. You will also notice that Yoda's lightsaber is green, while a Sith Lord's saber is typically red. Also in The Mandalorian, which is set a few years after Battle of Endor, our main character has a bounty on the baby from the same species as Yoda. This baby is the third representative of Yoda's species to be seen on screen. The other two were of course Yoda and Yaddle, another Jedi, and I have no idea how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. Yaddle? Anyway, in The Mandalorian, the baby Yoda uses the Force. Meanwhile, the other two represented both seated at the Jedi Council. So out of 3 known members in the canon universe, plus the other one in the legend universe, all members are Force sensitive. Plus to those who have seen The Mandalorian, have you seen how powerful this baby is? He's only 50 years old for God's sake, and he can lift a space bison from the ground like it was fucking nothing. Such power reminds us of Yoda's power, the most powerful Jedi who ever lived after Luke, of course. What The Mandalorian does not explain right away is why this baby is important. Why would somebody get a bounty on it? May I remind you that even though the Empire has fallen, many people stay loyal to it, seeing the rebellion as an act of terrorism anarchist, which it totally is. No, I'm sorry, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, I love them, but dude, they blew up the Death Star. You know how many people were on that thing? And in the Empire years, the Jedi who survived Order 66 were tracked and killed by Vader and his Inquisitors, a rare alien affiliated with the light side of the Force, as powerful as Yoda, would be a threat to any people who might still be loyal to the Empire. That's why this baby is tracked, because he's one of the last represented of the Jedi species who faced the Sith race countless centuries ago. To recapitulate, two species used to be affiliated with the light and dark side, the Jedis and the Siths. Through the centuries, they both went almost extinct due to evolution, war, genes crossing, and exterior causes. Yoda is one of the last representatives of the Jedi species affiliated with the light side. That's why he is the wisest and most powerful Jedi during the Republic era, because being a Jedi is all he knows, because the Jedis are his people. Remember that the Force is part of every living thing in the universe. It's everywhere, and most of all, it needs balance. Tell me in the comment section who's your favorite Jedi. Mine's are Kit Fisto, Obi-Wan, Windu, and of course Yoda for obvious reasons. Subscribe and activate the bells. Please follow me on Instagram to support my artwork, link in the description. May the Force be with you, and as always, thanks for watching.